if there is a large amount of funds on hand, discuss the possibility of making additional loans. This is something that we don't currently have. You don't have necessarily have the ability to see this on the reports as they are right now, but it is definitely something that we'll be adding, referring to this bullet here about
But
there's a large amount of.
you can see it as that balance on the master daily log that you have. That it's that number. There's the column that's loan balance, but then there's the one next to it that's like the total balance. And basically, we want to keep that number not too high because then it makes you a risk for theft or things like that. Then that money is not generating interest for your organization. So it is just to maintain that balance low so that the money is being used and not sitting in a bank account or sitting in a lockbox.
Where were you saying that is found?
That would be on the daily log, that master daily log.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, gotcha. And we'll try to add that to the summary report as well. And so moving down to ensure that the number of open loans doesn't exceed the program administrator's ability to manage and monitor. So you don't want to you want to make sure that the number of open loans, active loans, isn't like too large that it would be difficult to maintain. So for like standardized group loans, 60 to 70 is a good amount, but for individual loans, 30 to 35. So that's pretty easy to see. Again, you'll go to the active loans table, and you can just look at how many rows are in this table, and I can tell you how many active loans you have.
Well, you got it at the top too, the count, active loans 14.
Yeah, actually even easier that way. Right there, so you can see 14, which is fine. It seems manageable. And then monitor if the site has qualified for new funds. So there are two criteria that a site needs to meet to be able to qualify for new funds. The repayment rate needs to be greater than 95%. So we can go back up here, look at the repayment rates. They both look good, both above 95%. So that criterion is met. And then the value of repaid loans is greater than 2 times the value of funds received. So funds received is right here. And you can go to local currency. Right now, all of the numbers that you're seeing are in local currency, except for when it explicitly says like US dollars and I think the exchange rate here. So for local currency, this is the total of this is how much that they have received. Cartago, this site, C Cartago, has received 22 million pesos, Colombian pesos. And the second part of that was the value of repaid loans, which can be found in the loan breakdown table. If you go to, sorry, 1 second.
Total loan amount?
Yeah, total, I think it's total payments. So go to total and then total payments. And so you can see there's 22 million pesos, and their total payments of what they've actually received is 130 million. So they, under these circumstances, so 130 is definitely more than twice what they've received is 22. So they would qualify, and with the payment rate of being above 95%, then they would qualify for more funding if that's something that they were looking to do. But let's look at Pinto. In this case, they would come close, but they wouldn't necessarily qualify right now. So the repayment rate is a little low. It would need to be higher, up to 95%. And also they're working towards the total payments being twice as much, but they're not quite there.
Yeah, actually, we look at total loan amount. It has to be twice the value of the money sent, rather than.
Okay, it's total loan amount?
Yeah.
Okay. But Helena, I thought it depends on also them being paid back. It does. If you make a loan and then it's not paid back, I thought that doesn't qualify.
No, it's we've always used total loan amount.
Okay.
Rather than payments.
All right. So in this case, using total loan amount, then it would be they still wouldn't qualify under total loan amount either. 6.5 million whereas they've received 4.8 million. So Pinto wouldn't, at this time, does not qualify for additional funding, but they could in the future. And then monitor the amount of available earnings for the site. If the amount is high, then you can encourage them to maybe take some of it out for a local community project. And that can be found up in program status. So this will tell you the total earnings, how much they've withdrawn, and then the balance. So this balance here is the earnings balance, and it can tell you how much they have that they can take out and they could use for projects and things for the organization. Another thing to mention is this part here that talks about loan income. So we have loan income per month and we have loan income per year, and this can tell you just how much they are making, like on the interest per month. So if they want to hire somebody to manage this or something like that, it's just a number that they can keep in mind, I guess. Yeah, so that looks like that's it for this checklist. Again, these reports are not finished. There's still some bugs and some things that we're working on.